Dr. Yogesh Deshpande sir, Reverend Father Paul, Gole sir, and all dear educationists, good morning to all. I am very honored and delighted to address you all on this second edition of Cultivating Human Excellence. I would like to share with you some of my very scattered thoughts on this topic, skill education for human excellence and for sustainable growth. My thoughts are largely based on my experience as a principal and my conversation with the young boys and with my colleagues, teachers, and mostly parents. So don't expect anything theoretical. Expect something real practical, what I experienced from the ground. There are two major points of focus today. Two focus points. The one is skill education for life. Other one is human excellence. The first, I will let you know what is my understanding of skill education, which in my childhood I never got. We'll come back to the childhood of all of us later. Skill education is a systematic discovery of oneself. I would say it a systematic discovery of oneself. One's own talents, one's own competence, and one's own aptitudes. And in this self-discovery, you need a guide. And I would say it's a guided self-discovery of oneself, of one's own capabilities, one's own talents. And one who finds it, he grows holistically, he is more employable, he is more adaptable, he is good in problem solving, he is good in critical thinking, and he also has good academic achievements. When I passed 10th, I solely relied on my certificate, on my mark list. But a child who passes 10th today, he is equally holding on to his skills, equally holding on to his talents, because he got an opportunity to discover himself. It could be thinking skills, social skills, emotional skills, technical skills, interpersonal skills, soft skills, communication skills, problem skills, and decision-making skills. So skills, basically, skill education is discovering oneself, discovering one's own aptitudes and competence. The second focus point is human excellence. So first is skill education, that is the big topic given to the panel members. And the second aspect or focus point is human excellence. Again, a question is, what is human excellence? I would say it is a state or quality of being exceptionally skilled, exceptionally virtuous, and outstanding in various aspects of human life. A state or a quality of being exceptionally skilled and outstanding in various aspects of human life. It encompasses the development and cultivation of one's abilities, one's virtues and potential to achieve the highest level of human perfection. We all are experimenting human life. And the highest perfection of human life is called the human excellence. It could be intellectual excellence, as Father Paul said, the brain, the heart, the intellectual development. It could be ethical, it could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be social or professional or even spiritual excellence. A mixture of all these is the human excellence. And today we are here to cultivate it, not among ourselves alone, that we are able to cultivate in the young minds that are given to us. Let's take our own life. We play all these roles, the skill role as well as the human excellence, different roles. I will just take the example of a teacher. A teacher in a school, by the end of her day, must be playing minimum a dozen roles. Right? First you are a teacher, sure. then you are a guide to some, then you are a mentor, you are a friend. Some want the teacher to be their friend, thick friend. Some want them you to be their mother. Some of them want you to be also guide them in their spiritual life. So many roles we play. And when it comes to the management, you must be the loyal staff, a loyal employee, and so many other dedicated worker. So many roles we play by the end of the day. And all these roles requires different skills, different abilities, interpersonal skills, soft skills, communication skills, dealing with the small kids. And when you go home, you have another dozen of roles. You are a mother, you are maybe daughter, daughter-in-law, you may be father, a son, a spouse, and then comes a cook or a spiritual animator at the house, a gardener. So many various roles come to our life, and all these roles call for different kinds of skills, and how we experiment them with these skills will ensure how excellent we are in human excellence. So that's the first, the two focus points of discussion today. The one is the skill education, and another one the human excellence. Now, I like to pose the important question: what is the importance of skill education in human excellence? Has skill education has to do anything with human excellence? Understanding this topic is quite difficult for our minds. Let's say most of us are in our 40s, except the wise men and women in front here. Most of us are in our 40s. Most of us might have born in 80s and 90s, 70s and 80s, and must have passed out your 10th and 12th in 80s and 90s. And we have been products of NEP 1986. And naturally, NEP 1986 has a different vision, different focus. Let's ask all the teachers here, what are the 4 pillars of education? 4 pillars of learning, 4 pillars of education. We have done for your BEd, don't forget. Learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, and learning to be. You know all this, you might have forgotten by over the days. So learning to know, learning to do, learning to live together, and learning to be. These are the 4 pillars of education. And I should ask kids, we had first 2 pillars. Our teachers gave us the first two very nicely. Learning to know and learning to do. But hardly we got inputs for learning to live together and learning to be. What's that called? The skill. The soft skills, communication, interpersonal skills, social skills. Hardly we got. Some of you might have, I don't know, I'm telling from my own perspective. When we passed out our 10th, we had a report card, but seldom we had any skills. We had a report card to rely on. But with NEP 2020, with a lot of focus on skill education, a big opening has come to the students for improving themselves. And the second 2 aspects of the second 2 pillars, learning to live together and learning to be, has become a lot of prominent. I'm very happy to be working in a CBSE school, because CBSE have recently started over 120 skills modules, varying from soft skills to technical skills. This year, for the first time, we were able to give to the students a book, a report card with minimum, let's say 5 to 6 certificates. First is the report card. Then we had 5 to 6 certificates of skill modules, skill education. It could be artificial intelligence, it could be data science, it could be financial marketing, it could be on any other soft skills. It could be what to do when the doctor is not around, on various topics. And that's the success that the skill education is taking a positive turn through the CBSE. And naturally, for the state board schools also will be implemented in the coming days. So children today, as they come out of 10th standard, not only they have their 10th mark list or 12th mark list, They have not a dozen, dozens of talents and capabilities and soft skills with them. And um as compared to them, still we are yet to cultivate skills. As compared to our young generation, most of us are still not having most of them what our young generations are having the skills. We are still learning from them actually. Naturally, the present generation is better informed, they are competitive, they are active in their society, but in areas of human compassion, in areas of emotional intelligence, in areas of interpersonal skills, still there is lot of scope for improvement. All of us agree with that because we find that difficulty. I used to ask a question, why the children are not able to groom into that level? Then I had one main block, so to say, is the expectation of the parents. The parents also of our age, they are also products of 1986. They are also not open to skill education. The major complaint all the teachers and the principal here will agree to me is, Father, too much of activities. Complete the syllabus, complete academics. So I had to tell them, academic is the activities. Activities is the real academics. But they are not ready to accept that. They want the children to repeat the same methodology of learning, pen paper test and the book work. So what they have been doing as a child, as a young student, they want the same to be repeated in the children of today. Naturally, they will not be skilled. So one major work would be to conscientize parents of the importance of skill education, importance of activities, importance of infusing life skills through core subjects, and taking the parents on board as regards to human excellence. These are important for human excellence. The question they are asking is, will this skill education give a good job to our students? We know never. Skill education cannot guarantee a job. But let me ask all the teachers gathered here today. We all have good qualifications. All are with the B.Ed and either graduation or post-graduation. Well and good. But how that qualification, B.Ed and the graduate certificate made you the excellent teacher? Never. It's a skill that has made us the best. What makes you an excellent teacher or what makes you different from your colleagues is the capacity of how much of skills you have. Be it in computer techniques, be it in getting along with the students, getting giddy with the students, keeping rapport with the young ones, independent skill with the parent community. These are all major skills that a teacher requires. So is not skill important? Very much important. A teacher who is loved, appreciated, respected by the student community today is a person who is better skilled. They are loved, they are cared, and the management is proud of them because of the skills that they have brought along with their qualifications. So the question before us is preparing our students for a new world of work and a new world of living together. How to prepare our students for a new world of work and a new world of living together? Young minds are considered as the most productive members of the society due to their physical and intellectual capabilities. Naturally, India is rich in young minds. But in real scenario, most of them are unable to utilize their potential in an appropriate way due to the lack of guidance and motivation, lack of self-discovery. Dear friends, a child is affected in their the Deshpande sir, renowned psychology, will add to much more than that. But my experience of the young children growing up, they are influenced by mainly two factors. One is the hereditary. Naturally, the gene that they inherit matters a lot in their intellectual capacity and learning. The second is the environment and the opportunity. We are influenced by basically two factors. There can be others, but basically two factors. One is hereditary, the gene that we inherit, and the second is the environment in which we live. The opportunity that we get, they decide how that child will grow and succeed in academics in life. And as educationists, as teachers, our main duty is to open such a door of possibilities for these young ones, that we are able to give such a kind of a Vadavaran, such a kind of environment where human excellence is appreciated, where skill education is appreciated, when soft skills are appreciated, and life skills are appreciated. And naturally, we will find a generation that is coming out with such a kind of respect for one another. We lead them today so that they may lead the world tomorrow. We all are leading our students today. So we should lead them in such a way that they are able to lead the world tomorrow. The educationists and friends, I like to wind up my speech suggesting a small interesting skill to be an excellent teacher, because most of the gathered are here all teachers. So it's come from my personal experience as a principal. So a small skill I like to share with you all. As a young principal, I became principal at the age of 30. And the 2010. So at that time, addressing my staff, I used to tell them the slogan, hard work. Hard work is the way to achieve success and all those things. And I held on to it for at least 2-3 years. So hard work, hard work, hard work. So after 2-3 years of experiment, I gave it up and said, no, let's now shift the focus. Now let's make it smart work. So smart work mein hard work hote hi hai. So without hard work, there is no smart work. And I found that to be the best one. So I said, the best skill is smart skill. So work smart. And all the people worked along. Then of recently I understood, neither hard work or smart work really work. So finally I said, it is happy work. And that has made a difference. Working happily. So I give you a happiness skill. Happiness skill. In an environment of happiness, we are able to work smartly and we are able to bring achievements. Unless until heart and mind are happy, there will be no productivity. So as educationists, as teachers, we should create a happy classroom, happy environment. And our work should be a happy work, whereby we'll be able to really achieve the target of human excellence. I wish you all the best, as there are a lot of other discussions to happen. So let us sit happily and enjoy this happy skill for human excellence. God bless us all.